Welcome to this week's episode of 87, Spicy and Dicey, D&D. You guys can turn off your cameras for now while we play our recap, everybody. We're missing Sierra today, and hopefully she'll be back next week, and hopefully Sirus will be able to join us later. But if not, then we'll just have some fun without him, and you guys can watch the amazing new art and recap, and let's go!
Stay strong. We bout to light this place on fire. Tell your crew when they come, they better break cause it's on sight. Take one shot and they gone. Grab all your swords and spells and knives. Think I can't play now. Call all your troops cause y'all gon' die. Ain't nobody messing with the squad. If they do, it won't be pretty. I can almost guarantee it though. Hey, have your leader praying out to God, have his head up on the hood and the body in the vehicle. Hey, get a bigger army and you still won't like your odds. Go ahead and pray to God, cause you'll need it though. Hey, Sirus coming back into the squad just to cut her brother's arms clean off, undefeated though. Hey, Pippa is the leader of the squad. She can turn into a bobcat, lion, or a cheetah though. Hey, Clive is from reality so far. He's a little bit bizarre with his magic. He's strategic though. Hey, Halmon got the body of a god. Then you know my brother strong tells Bops come and see me though. Hey, Sakura's the finest of them all. She's the daughter of a god cutthroat. She's a healer though. Bells a little shooter. Shoot your partner with the Ruger. Beast Wukong cutthroat. Freddy Krueger when he turned into a beast with attacks you can maneuver. Squabble up with her. Quick tip. Call an Uber. And Amalia's got the magic. Her fire is automatic. It's tragic how she burning up and is really graphic. And Astrum on the beat. Come to save your girl. This the MISFITS of MALLA. Come to save the world. Homie, I'm gone. I know my crew stay strong. We bout to light this place on fire. Tell your crew when they come, they better break cause it's on sight. Take one shot and they gone. Grab all your swords and spells and knives. Think I can't play now. Call all your troops cause y'all gon' die.
Last time on Spicy and Dicey, the MISFITS of MALLA were able to get a long rest at the inn until Pippa woke them up the next morning, gave Halmon a magic brush to help him get ready so they could leave to Goldfish. At the breakfast table, it seemed that Halmon and Sakura realized that Mimi herself was godlike and a distant relative to Malla herself. Sirus was gifted a helmet by her that belonged to Icarus. The team then all went together back to Big Boy to get some new outfits for Goldfish to look their best. Chomps was able to get some new armor on himself, as well as Astrum and Sirus updating their sword. They all then teleported to Goldfish, the tropical paradise where Astrum was from. But as they got there, they noticed right away a problem with an old Kappa screaming at some sharks to stop harassing younger Kappas on the side of the beach. The Kappas were being held over another large shark in the water, and Astrum quickly sprang into action. The rest of the team then helped out with Halmon freezing one of the shark men to death, and the rest of them all joining in the fight, using their skills to take them down one by one, Sirus slicing one of them in half. And despite Wendeline's efforts to heal them, it seemed that during the battle, one of the young Kappa was killed by one of the sharks in the water. Now, what will happen this week on?
I can't believe that they killed off a little turtle kid last episode. I mean, oh my God, that's pretty fucked up.
I mean, the DM has got to be really messed up in his head to do that. I mean, making turtle soup in front of all of us, god damn. I mean, ugh, brutal. Let's see if we can stop this shark in the water or what. I mean, the shark's got to eat too, I guess. But damn.
Hey guys, it happens, you know? People die. That's what happens to young people.
It happens to all of us at one point or another. We all die, and you know what? Little kappas die too. So that's life. But that's exactly where we're going to start today. So you guys can all turn your cameras back on if you want, and we're going to continue exactly where we left off last time, where you guys were all on the beach. And of course, as most of you know that were here, Amalia, you of course weren't, but the rest of you had been teleported to the beach in Goldfish, a private beach that Pippa knew of. And as soon as you got there, unfortunately, Pippa, not as private as it used to be, where when you arrived on this beautiful tropical island, it was everything but a vacation. You got there to see some sad kappas, which, Amalia, if you don't know what a kappa is, as you can probably surmise from the recap, they're turtle people. They have like little indents on their head where water is kept, and the more water in the little indent on a kappa's head, the healthier they are. Unfortunately, 2 kappas were being kidnapped and attacked by some shark folk who seemed to know who Astrum was, and unfortunately, you lost one of these little kappa. It was eaten and devoured by one of the sharks that was a pet in the water. You all managed to slay, however, the rest of the shark folk. Wendeline, you definitely managed to save that other kappa, and it looked down to Sirus, basically being like, please help me, as the kappa was in danger still and on the pole. Halmon, unfortunately for you, you saw that the old man kappa, his name is Pum, he was distraught, tears rolling down his face as the blood-soaked water went up and down the shore. And he was reaching out towards his grandchild, Kaku, who was killed. Halmon, you notice that after Astrum had just badly, in a fit of anger, sliced the top of this giant shark in the water, Astrum has just sliced the top of its fin right off. The shark, seemingly, it doesn't make noise, but if it could make a noise, it'd be like, ah! And it would be like, basically, it's thrashing around in the water as the blood spurts out of the top of this giant, angry shark. However, Halmon, at this moment in time, you're on deck to make the next attack. But, Hollywood, I do need you to give me a dexterity save before you make your attack. Even though you're on the beach and you're in the back, I'm about to open up the map for you guys. So I'm going to bring that up here.
Hmm.
So give me a dex save, please.
Interesting. And he said we don't have advantage anymore.
You don't have advantage, no.
Interesting. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's well, what do you want to do with a nat 1?
With a nat 1, you're going to take full damage here. So on a nat 1,
You're starting off strong, buddy.
So, unfortunately for you, Halmon, you said that you were feeling disappointed, let down. Belle's back there with Amalia right now. You know that this child has just died in front of you, and as Halmon, you look up to the bloody
Emotional
water.
Damage.
All you see. What was that?
I said emotional damage.
Yeah, exactly. You're taking emotional damage, and on top of that, Halmon, as you look in the water, all you see is a blue beam from inside the red, murky water. The shark that's thrashing around moves, and Halmon, boom, zoom, out of the water. You get hit with a blue beam, a laser beam that just shoots out of the water. You fly back 5 feet as it hits you, and you take 30 damage. So, Halmon, you get hit, you blast back 5 feet. The Kappa looks like, oh my god! It's basically, Halmon, unfortunately, you take 30 hit points of damage, and you slam on the ground prone. But your turn is coming up next in the rotation. So you've just been knocked down. However, you can use an action. I'll give you an action to get back up if you'd like. But you did just get knocked back about 5 feet, and you've taken 30 hit points of damage. Sakura, Halmon hits the ground, boom, as he kind of falls right before you. He's right in front of you now, Sakura, laying on the ground, as you can see. Halmon, as you look down to the water, a giant other shark man, this time he's bigger than the other 3. He comes out of the water, and he jumps, boom, landing right here, bah, on the beach. This large shark man is like a tiger shark. He's got dark blue skin. He's kind of got stripes with the blue that go onto his white chest, and he holds, all of you notice, a giant steampunk shotgun laser gun. And he lands on the beach, and he goes, "Don't you ever hurt my pet again!" He then looks up and notices you, Astrum. "Good to see you, Astrum. Let's have some fun, huh? With these turtles." What would you like to do, Halmon?
So, in like media, like movies or video game, when someone gets like hit in the head or like flash guns or something like that, where like their ears are just ringing and like they have the wind knocked out of them, and stuff like that. Halmon is like trying to regain his bearings and focus on what's happening in front of him. He is able to like get his eyes to focus on the second kid, the one that's still living.
Yeah, he's still tied up.
And that's able to ground him and bring him back to equilibrium. He sees like the other guy with a cannon, but all he sees is a child. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the kid, leap for him, and then use greater teleport to get him out of there.
Okay, so I'm going to also need you, as you do this, just give me a sleight of hand, that or a strength, whatever you're better at, to see if you can, like, rip him out of these, the ropes. He's tied to a pole. So Sirus is right there, and Sirus kind of just sliced the other shark man in half. So as you teleport over there, your feet land right in the gooey shark blood all over the beach, as you know. But give me a sleight of hand or
23 for strength.
Of
So I'm
course.
just gonna, I literally grab him, and I teleport both of us. How far away can I go?
That's up to you. Do you want to just go back there by where Amalia and Belle are? Kind of on the bank over there? Or do you want to...
Yeah, I mean, it says wherever. I literally a designated area, so I don't want to put myself away from the fight yet, but yeah,
Okay.
I'll put us behind Clive and Pippa.
Okay, cool. That sounds great. So Clive and Pippa, yeah, let's say you go right over here. Let's say, right, yeah, I'll put the Kappa boy next to you. And the Kappa boy goes, "Oh, thanks, mister. Oh, my God. Did you see what happened to my friend? Thanks."
All Halmon here is like the muffled, like.
He sounds like a Charlie Brown teacher. It's like, right, yeah.
I'm trying to have a serious moment, Jay. God damn it, drama.
He's trying. He's trying.
Degree.
He's okay. Thanks, mister. Thank you, mister. Thank you so fucking much. So he's just like crying. His tears roll down his little face. Halmon, however, you can tell that.
Give me more.
Thank you. Thank you so fucking much. So he is grateful. So Halmon, you managed to teleport him back there. Do you have anything else you can do, or is that all your actions right now? I forget if you have another bonus action or something.
No, that's he'll rage.
Okay, so you just the little boy just looks up to you as you fucking just as you just get you rage out, and the little boy's just like, oh, he's like holy shit. So he's just like he's really concerned about this all. However, Pippa, you now are up next as Halmon is just teleported right behind you with this little Kappa boy. What do you want to do, Pip?
How much health points does a shark have? Is he even like, what is he doing over there?
The shark in the water?
Yeah.
He's still pretty high. He's not too high, but he's above 60. I'll say that.
And he's actually not really going towards us right now. He's just staying remote, and then the other one's actually doing something.
Well, he's in the water. The other one's just a regular shark. The other one's a shark man. So the hunter shark in the water, he can't really do anything. He's just bleeding out of his back because of Astrum. And he's just in the water, thrashing around. The chunks of the little Kappa boy floating in the water around him still, unfortunately.
Well, I had a plan. I really wanted to try to save the Kappa boy that is floating about in bits. But I don't know if I should do this now or just try to fight the sharks and do that later.
Well, what were you going to try to do? Are you going to say, wait a minute. You want to save the little boy who's already been eaten?
Yeah, so since I leveled up, I have a new spell, and I can, if I have a piece of him and it's been within 10 days, I can reincarnate him, basically. So I might try to do that, but I might end up getting attacked in the process.
Well, you can also speak with animals, and it is a shark. So I will say that.
All right, let me talk to him first and see what I can get out of him.
All right. You have to, I guess.
Well, I can speak, and that doesn't have to be my spell yet. So I'm going to yell out to him, "Why are you doing this to us? You have no reason to be doing this. Stop fighting us now, or prepare to die."
So what type of sound does a shark make, Pippa? As you're like screaming in shark towards the water.
Oh my God.
Come on, baby, give me the best thing you can come up with.
I think sharks can can't they growl? Don't they have vocal cords? Can't they make noises? I imagine they can growl. I need a shark growl right now.
Yeah,
I need to hear this.
I think they actually make like really high pitched sounds. Like I think they.
I can do dolphins. I can't do shark. He just sounds like a grumpy, like.
All right, so you're
I don't even know.
as you're yelling out, are you trying to? What are you saying to the shark? What are you saying?
I'm asking him, why is he doing this, and he needs to stop or he will die.
Well, the shark is just kind of thrashing. All you hear back from him is, "My back! Oh, my fucking back!" He's just bleeding out of his back because Asham is chopped off of his fin.
If you don't want to die, stop fighting us and get out of here.
Okay, give me either persuasion or threatening. I mean, intimidation. Whatever you want to do there.
Let's see. I'm gonna do persuasion, so I usually kill at that. Let's see. 30.
30. So the shark is like, "Fuck, you're right. Fuck this." The shark just turns and Astrum. You see that the blood in the water just pouring out of the shark's fin. Pippa, you've managed to convince this large shark to flee and get out of here.
Sweet.
So the large shark in the water just turns, and you watch it all go underneath the red waves, and the shadow of this large shark disappears for now. The large shark seems to be not a problem, as a hunter shark just produces blood out of its back and swims away. So the shark is no longer a threat to you guys at this moment in time. Pippa.
Perfect.
So you did do that, but you haven't moved or anything. So do you want to do an action?
Yeah, so in order to get there, I guess my action, does that mean I can move and turn into an animal?
No, you have to wait. You have to wait to wild shape, unfortunately.
Okay, well then I'll just dash on over.
Want to just
I don't need to waste like a teleport or anything.
All right, run straight to the beach.
Yep.
All right, so Pippa runs down to the beach. Boom. Great job, Pippa. So up next is Sirus. So Sirus right there is actually... Oh, no. The humanoid shark. Reefer. So kind of just jumps a bit. Reefer, speaking of weed. So as Reefer jumps up onto the beach and pulls out his large cannon, he's already shot you, Halmon, and he aims his cannon now over to you, Wendeline. "You think that you can heal my prey so you can make them run away? No, thank you, cleric girl." So Wendeline, he's going to now shoot at you with his giant shotgun laser gun. So 1 second, I got to see if it hits. This will take a... Wendeline with the plus... Hold on, he has a plus here with a +5. So Wendeline, unfortunately, you get hit. And you get a... Let's say so that's 3d10. 1... Rolling. Wendeline, you take 17 hit points of damage as it hits you. Boom! Wendeline, you get shot in the shoulder with a large blue beam. As it fucking starts to burn all over you, Wendeline. Unfortunately, this laser beam is it's nothing you felt. Your shoulder just immediately starts to burn.
Ow. I mean, I don't know. I'm very enthusiastic right now. I have a lot of energy.
It's okay.
Just imagine her, just screaming in pain. It's late. I don't want to be screaming my whole house down. So.
Well, he's gonna do a multi. He's gonna do a multi attack, and unfortunately, here Sakura. He then turns over to you now, and he goes, "I see you over there trying to hit my friend," and he kind of shoots over at you, Sakura.
No,
Let's
you
see if he
don't.
doesn't
You don't
hit.
see me.
By the way, I am here. I'm just skating.
I got you. So then, unfortunately, he does not. Or unfortunately for him, Sakura, he does not hit you. As he
I
shoots,
told you he can't see me.
so as he shoots there, Sakura, boom! The large blue laser beam just shoots by your head. But Sakura, unfortunately for him, you did not get hit. Wendeline, however, not so lucky, as that burn hit your shoulder. It's like basically you got an instant sunburn, and it's just like. And now Sirus, luckily that you're here because you're actually on deck, my friend. As this large humanoid shark had just joined the fight and landed on the beak with a large laser cannon. He's aiming it not too far away from you, Sirus. So, what would you like to do, my friend?
I can't really see the map on my phone.
It's okay.
I was just thinking Cyrus will fly over to him and I'm gonna smite him.
All right. You're going to smite him. That's what you do. You smite him. So I'm going to say you run over straight to Reef. And whenever you can, give me that damage. Do you need me to roll it for you, or are you okay?
No, I can roll it.
All right, cool. Let me know whenever you're ready. You hit.
All right. To my second.
15. Nice.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. And by the way, I am doing my battle imaging, so it's gonna be with advantage.
Okay.
So actually, I'm gonna roll that.
So that's 23, 15.
I thought that was to hit. I didn't know that was the damage or not.
No, that's not the damage yet.
Oh, okay.
But he hits
now
all three.
I'm gonna do damage. All right. 12, 15,
15.
and then I'm gonna add a smite to that last one to help it out.
Nice.
Right.
7.
And 13.
Nice. Great job.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how much
hit.
damage it is right now. But
So you did some pretty good damage. So Sirus, boom, 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 as you fucking just smite him and slice him, he just takes the hits like and you just smell this stinky, rotting fish flesh chopping off of his body, but he still holds that giant gun, Sirus, as you're whapping him and whapping him and whapping him. His giant laser gun is still fixed on your group, but you managed to hit him a pretty good amount of time, Sirus. Is that all you can do, my friend? Is that it?
that's all I'm gonna do for now. Yeah, he's
Okay.
just trying to make sure like Wendeline and no one else gets hurt.
Yeah, well, Wendeline just got hit pretty bad with a laser to the shoulder, so you would be pretty mad at him. So as you're slicing him up there, that's a pretty good hit for hitting Wendeline. Next up, it is the Sakura. You're up next, actually. What do you want to do?
Am?
You have this pretty strong... You can do whatever you want.
Wait, how much health does he have?
He still has a good amount. I'm not going to tell you exactly, but he still has a pretty good amount.
Okay.
He's pretty strong. He's not an easy foe, guys. Astrum would know he's one of the let's just say Reef works for some pretty bad people.
Okay. We're gonna do this one, the Witch's Bolt.
Oh, Witch Bolt, fantastic. So give me
Boom.
that to hit. You hit, of course. You send out, of course, your pink blast.
49.
49 damage. My God, Sakura, you're strong. Remember, everybody, your friend Sakura is a demi-goddess. So she summons up this electricity. Sirus, you just watch. You know what she's about to do. Sirus, I would assume you just step aside a little bit,
You've seen it too many
Sirus.
times.
Exactly. Boom! Your electric magic just shoots out of your hands. This pink witch bolt, Sakura, hits him, and he takes 49 hit points of damage. Bam! Reef goes, ah! And unfortunately, he does drop his gun. So at this moment, he drops his gun onto the ground. And Sirus, you see that this giant laser cannon has fallen onto the ground in front of you. You can't pick it up or anything yet, but it has fallen out of his grasp. Great job, Sakura. Do you want to move it all, or do you want to stay where you are? What else would you like to do?
Nah, I'm good where I'm at.
You're good where you're at. I would be too after that. Clive, you're up next. You saw Sakura just blast him. What would you like to do, Clive?
Actually, that's very good timing. So Clive, seeing the gun drop to the ground immediately, he uses his telekinesis and essentially Darth Vader force pulls the gun right to him.
Okay, so you're gonna just zoom. Clive, you're pretty well versed in guns. So Sirus, unfortunately, the gun lands in front of you, but you immediately see it. Clive, zoom. The large weapon goes to you, and you can also, Clive. It is a special weapon. If you want to keep it, you now will be able to have the Shark laser shotgun. So it is in stuff that I will be able to add into your inventory, Clive. So you right now do have this large Shark laser shotgun. When it hits somebody, you can use it, Clive, right now, even though it's not programmed there. But if you'd like to use it, when you hit, it does 3d10 damage. On a crit, that's 30 damage. So, just so you know. Clive, you zoom, take the large cannon away, you swipe it for yourself. Is that all you'd like to do? Anything else?
He just uses his magic, summons the gun to him, and then looks at the shark. I'll take that, thank you very much.
The shark's like, ah! He just does not expect you to take that away from him. So is that it for now, Clive?
Yep, that's all he can do.
Wendeline, anything that you would like to do? Mind you, Wendeline, that the Kappa boy is still a little roughed up. So is the Elder Kappa, and so is Halmon. But everybody else on your team is still pretty relatively, I think, okay. Astrom's also been a little banged up. But Wendeline, what would you like to do? The Shark Man also attacked you, so you can definitely attack him back. Let me know what you'd like to do, Wendy.
So many options. Do I want to heal somebody or do I want to fuck somebody up? Let's find out. Because I'm that one attack, it stings pretty bad, so pretty upset about that. How far am I from? That was the hunter shark that hit me.
No, the hunter shark is gone. The hunter shark is gone. He's now away. That's the one that Pippa was talking to. The Reef Dagger is his name. He's the one on the beach by Sirus right now. He is currently he's about 50 feet away from you.
Yeah, he hit me all the way over there. That's interesting.
Yeah, the laser shotguns can shoot up to 60 feet.
One second. I got range on that. I can do range. You know what? It's pretty reliable. I'm gonna cast magic missiles.
Magic missile's always good.
Yes.
Magic missile hits for sure. You can also move up a little. Would you like to move a little closer to make sure like you're good?
I don't know where I can go. Tell me when to stop.
Yeah. Okay, you can stop wherever you want. I'm not you. You can go wherever you want. You can stop right there. You only got about 30 feet, so that's probably pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Yeah, I'm gonna do magic missiles. I'm pretty bad. Let's do 5th level.
Yeah, you're pretty mad. And automatic hit, obviously, so just give me that damage.
Is it just one? No, it's 3, right? So first one's 5. Next one is 2. And 2.
Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Each missile you shoot out, direct hit. He takes them. They kind of go straight into all the blade slices that Sirus has hit him in. Your magic missiles go straight into those wounds. And this blood just kind of pours out of his cuts. He's like, ah! And he just pours all over. However, unfortunately, Wendeline, you can also smell that rotten fish smell as the blood just pours out of his body. It's unpleasant. Yeah, it's not great. However, so that's what, 2 you said? 2 damage, 5 damage. Great job. Boom. And who is on deck? I think actually Amalia are coming up here soon. So yeah, the after you're done, Wendeline, Amalia, you are up now. You have Belle next to you, and you haven't joined in the fight at all yet, Amalia, but you've witnessed everything that's happening. So what would you like to do, Amalia? And then we get back to the end of the rotation.
I'm gonna turn to Belle and go, can I trust you to do something?
Belle looks to you. Depends on what it is.
Those Kappa over there, you think you can get them to safety?
I guess. What do you want me to do?
I'll just take them and get out of here, get somewhere safe.
I've
We
never
don't
been
want them
here.
to get involved.
I guess. She kind of looks at the Kappas. Guys, come over this way. Come over this way. I'm gonna have Belle.
And then, as she's doing this, I'm going to use dash to move up in front of them, so I'm like in between them and the shark.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have the Kappas listen to Belle, and these young Kappas, they all like kind of are listening to her. I'm just gonna, because Sierra's not here, I'm gonna have her persuade them. She's like, "Oh, come over here, you'll be out of danger." So the Kappas are like, "Oh yeah." So all like the little turtles, they start running this way. Halmon, you see them as they kind of run past you, kind of all the way to the other side, kind of hide behind you, Halmon as well, kind of make their way over to where Belle is, just trying to get out of the way. I'm just gonna have them do that as Belle kind of stands over here, drawing them in. The other Kappa boy is standing next to you, Halmon. He does not leave your side. Amalia, you managed to run over there. Anything else you'd like to do?
Does a cantrip count as a bonus action?
A cantrip is not a bonus action, but you haven't done a spell or attack yet, so.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay. Well, remember, talking to somebody isn't an action. You can still talk to anybody. So you're going to use Firebolt?
Firebolt. Yes.
Okay. Firebolt.
And then I'm going to aim it at the reef shark. So the one by Sirus.
His name is Reef. So yeah. So okay.
Oh,
so
yeah, okay. Throwing it at Reef. Okay. So I got. Sorry, floating.
You're good.
Nat 20 to hit plus a 10.
Give me the full damage you can. Give me the full. You can also remember you can do full damage, so you don't have to roll on a crit. You can just give me
the full. 42 damage.
42. Is that the maximum of that attack? Because you can actually give me the full hit.
How do I find the maximum?
That's all of the how many the dice.
How much die do you roll with it?
It's 60 10.
It's 60 damage. 60 10. Yeah.
Yeah. So 60 damage. Great job, Amalia. So boom, you send out a giant fire bolt, hitting him straight on. Great job. You basically fucked him pretty darn good there. He's still alive, but he's pretty fucked up. So great job. Great job. He's like, oh! Basically, once again, you guys, what now? Sirus, Wendeline, everybody around. Now the smell of the this fish rotting is now smelling like cooking rotting fish as the burning sensation hits his skin. Sirus, it smells pungent as you're standing right next to it. Sirus, you're pretty good. I won't make you make a constitution check, but Wendeline, can you give me a constitution check to see if you vomit here at all from smelling this stank ass?
Oh, man, the shark stank.
But the shark stank. So Wendeline, give me a
Sorry, a con check?
A con check, yeah. A con save. Let's do a con save.
Oh, that was a check.
Okay, you're okay. You're okay. It's okay. I'll take the check. I'll take the check. And
I can't find. I'll figure it out. I can't find like in the main page where all your saves are. Like it doesn't have Constitution. I don't know. That's
okay. Don't worry about it. But Wendeline, you managed to hold yourself pretty good. The stank doesn't make you vomit. You hold your own pretty damn good. Amalia, great hit. And Astrum, you're up. You're up again, my friend. You and Halmon are up on deck. So Astrum, Reef is still alive. He's badly hurt, pretty fucking bad. And you see him from across on that rock. What would you like to do, Astrum?
So how far am I?
Right now, let's see. You are exactly... Sirus is in your way. Don't forget that, too. Not in your way, but he's there, too. You're 55 feet away from Reef. Or from the edge of him, let's say you're about 50 feet. Let's say 50 feet.
All right, cool. So if I use Dissonant Whispers, will that hurt Sirus?
No.
All right, so Astrum wants to use Dissonant Whispers. You know, he puts his hand on the ground, gets ready to do the spell. He looks at he looks at Reef. He's like, "I'm not gonna hurt anyone else," and he uses the spell to put him to sleep.
Okay, you're gonna try to put him to sleep too?
Right? Does Dissonant Whispers not put him to sleep?
Can it? I forgot. I don't know the full effect of the spell. You can read it if you want. I think it might be able to.
That's what it did when I first used it.
Well, I think it just did damage.
Okay.
So if Hollywood or KVC, if you guys know if Dissonant Whispers puts anybody to sleep, let me know. I don't know every trait of a spell.
I can look it up.
Yeah, if you want. Either way, it'll do damage. So just let me know if you got the hit.
No, it just uses their reaction if they fail to save, and it runs away from you as far as it can.
Oh, and I have to do the save, right? It's a save.
Yeah.
It's a wisdom save. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. You're correct. So he didn't save. So you did damage to him. So definitely. So give me that damage there, Astrum. As you do your hymn and you rap again, he hears the whispers once again, like that song that we've heard before. It hits him all inside of his head, and he takes that damage, that psychic damage you've given him. Boom, 13 hit points of psychic damage. He's not doing well. He is getting fucked up here pretty bad, as you fucking have definitely damaged him. Halmon, you might be able to get the killing shot. I don't know. We'll see. But Halmon, after Astrum, you've definitely affected his mind. His brain is like, ah! As he holds his head and he's driving in pain. He's like, Astrum! He's gonna kill you this time! He's gonna kill you! And he's like holding his head that's throbbing in pain from the dissonant whispers. You know who he's talking about, Astrum. However, Halmon, you're up. What would you like to do?
Can I break the rules a little bit?
What do you want to do?
I don't give a fuck about this guy. Halmon's still really upset. So he's gonna cast water breathing. And I wonder if for a thematic effect you let me cast locate plant or creature. And I want to run into the ocean to go after the shark.
Oh, you want to go into the? You want to go? Oh, I mean, okay. If you want to go after that shark, yeah. I mean, Pippa got him to go away. He's not far, so he's just turned around because, as you know, this is D&D. This is all taking place in a minute. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go after that shark,
if you want me, if you like, I can like break the time concept real quick.
I'll just say that you can see the shark. Like he's in the water. You see him. You see that Pippa went and talked to him and tried to get him to go away. But you see that large shadow of that shark beginning to swim away. So you don't need to like locate him or anything like that. I'll give you that.
Cool.
But
so if you want I dropped my rage to cast water breathing.
Okay.
And I start running towards the beach.
All right, Pippa.
And
you see that
once this guy is dead, I'll finish up.
Okay, so the young Kappa behind you goes, Mr. Wait! And he's actually gonna follow you.
Don't you fucking dare. Sakura, stop him, please. Sakura, stop him.
So Sakura and Clive.
Sakura and Clive, if he's technically moving away from them, they should be able to try to stop him. Please.
So they can try to stop him on their turn. But right now, actually, you know what, Clive, Sakura, I'll let you guys as a reaction. Do either of you want to try to stop this little Kappa boy from chasing Halmon?
Yes.
I'm going to do something very dangerous. This kid cannot come with me.
So, Clive, I'm going to say that you stop the Kappa boy. You kind of stop him as a reaction. He goes, hey! And he's like, Mister, be careful! As Halmon, you head towards the water. Did you make it down to the beach yet, Halmon? Do you have enough movement for that or no?
No, I don't. I'll finish it up after the fight.
Oh, okay. So the hunter shark kind of is on his own way into the water. Halmon's off to go meet him. And Halmon, that's all you can do. As Pippa, you are up next, seeing Halmon barrel down towards you. So what would you like to do, Pippa?
Barrel down towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me put this in here. So Pippa's going to, first off, is Halmon, how close are they together?
Well, Halmon is still about 10 feet away from you as he's running down the beach right now.
Halmon, what are you doing?
You're not going to stop me right now.
Oh, no, I'm not going to stop you. Do your thing. I'm going to do my own thing in the water. I'll meet you back. So
okay.
We'll do each other's thing.
Okay.
Pippa's gonna turn around and she's gonna wild shape into like a saltwater crocodile.
Okay, so regular Pip, you guys know that Pippa likes to turn into the giant pink crocodile. So immediately, Pippa, zoom, you wild shape into a giant pink crocodile. What would you like to do?
So I just need to get like, it sounds so graphic, but I need to get like a really good chunk of the poor little Koopa boy so I can bring it back on the beach.
Wait, what? What are you doing?
So after I turn into my crocodile, I need to go into the water and find like a good piece of the poor boy that got ripped apart.
Okay.
And I can bring that piece back, and then I can hopefully reincarnate it. Would you say the pieces are just floating about? Do I need to make a perception?
I would say you have to make an invest. Let's do it. And
or do you think like most of it is in the shark?
Well, no, the part of the boy is in the shark, and the part of the boy is floating around in the water. So give me an investigation roll as you look for pieces of the little boy in the water.
Because if he's in the shark, I might have to.
Well, Halmon's on the way to go get him out of the shark, I think.
but I rolled a 17. Does that?
Yeah, so 17 would find. Let's say you find the hand, the severed, chewed up hand of this little turtle boy. You manage to find that piece of him floating there in the banks on the shore. So did you want to put that in your crocodile mouth?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I have to get any more than that because it doesn't specify. It just says a piece.
All right. Well, you found a piece of him.
Should be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the water, get the hand, and bring it back.
All right. So you guys watch as this giant pink crocodile goes into the bloody water. Halmon, as you're making your way down to the water, Pippa yells out to you. Then she does her plan, and you know exactly what that is, Halmon. She goes into the water as this giant pink crocodile. However, Halmon, it's pretty frightening. I mean, I don't know how you feel, Halmon, but you're now getting into the water. It's pretty ballsy. You're just running straight into a bloody water full of a shark and a giant crocodile.
He's very angry, and he knows he can take a lot of pain, and he just accepts that.
I just think that vision is frightening as fuck if you think about it. Like this man running into the water, giant crocodile, giant shark, blood-filled water. Crazy. So Halmon, as you make your way down to that's what happens. Pippa, great job. Up next, however, it is the shark, and then Sirus, you're on deck. So Reef then looks to you, Sirus. He's like, fuck you! He gets up and he just takes his large teeth, Sirus. He's gonna try to just bite straight right into your armor. So let's see, Sirus, how he does. I know you have very strong armor, however. So let's see. His bite has a +8 to it with his strength as well. Damn, that's terrible, but with a +8. Damn, Sirus. So he tries to bite you. And he just bites right into you right there like that. With his giant
what did he get?
He got, they didn't let me roll for here, so I had to just roll regular. With a +8, so he actually only had a 7 with a +8, and I don't think that hit yours because yours is what, like a 20 armor class or something. 21.
You're like 21.
Yeah. So unfortunately, he tries to bite you. He does not. His giant shark teeth just bite your armor, Sirus, and you watch as half of them just break as they shatter as they bite your armor. He pulls back like ah, and his teeth are just bleeding out of his mouth, Sirus, as you just fucked him up basically by just trying to bite your armor.
He doesn't even say a word. He kind of just stares at the shark in the eye, with a smirk, and goes, "You can try again if you like."
And he's like, "I'm gonna!" And he basically, or he goes like, "Don't mind if I do!" And he just basically tries one more time. He does have multi-attack, so he's gonna try to bite you one more time with that, Sirus. He's got a +5 here. Ooh, he got you, Sirus, unfortunately with a nat 20. So you take 23 hit points of piercing damage, Sirus, this time. He managed to, the first time, he definitely broke his teeth, but this second time, you watch as the teeth just regrow. You guys know, some of you here, Sakura, Astrum, Pippa, Amalia, you guys know One Piece. You know when Arlong, his teeth just like regrow? That's exactly what happens here. His teeth just like regrow in, Sirus. Right into your shoulder. So you take the 23 hit points of damage. Also, you're now bleeding, unfortunately, Sirus. So every turn you have to, if you don't get healed or patch that up, you do take 1d6, I believe, of damage from bleeding. I might be wrong on that. I'll have to double check. But Sirus, unfortunately, you've been hurt. So Sirus, you are up though.
Although it did hurt him, he kind of just like pulls back, pulls out of the bite, and you guys kind of see him shake off his shoulder and go, "Okay." And he holds up his sword, and I'm going to use haste. I'm
Okay.
kind of hit him as many times as I can.
So you use haste.
So it's the first one.
Give me my hits. Give me
That's
the
a
hits.
19.
You hit on that one. You guys are almost done.
That's a
Sirus,
28.
you hit.
It's 18.
And you hit. So you hit all three. His armor class is 18. So that is a 1, 2, 3 hit, I believe.
Okay. All right, so.
And he's pretty low,
This is the
Sirus.
first hit. 15. 12.
All right, well, Sirus, that actually does the damage. So you managed to, at that point, you've knocked him to the point where, do you want to kill him, Sirus, or do you want to knock him just down? It's up to you. You can either have a killing shot here, or you can keep him alive to talk. What would you like to do to this, to Reef?
I think the most he does, because he knows this is not someone that's important to him. He simply goes at him after that and cuts off both of his hands before he knocks him out with the pummel of his sword.
Okay, so you chop off both of his shark hands. He goes like, ah! And once again, he's just constantly screaming this fight. Boom, boom, both hands gone, and then pummel strike. He takes it to the head. Reef falls unconscious. Boom, onto the beach. You guys manage to defeat Reef. His hands, the shark's smelly blood. Wendeline, Sirus, you still smell it as he smolders there, unconscious on the beach. He just lays there with his mouth bleeding from all the fucking broken teeth. Halmon, before I end this fight and move on to Astrum and everybody else, Halmon, you're still running towards the water. This is all happening here at this moment. You make it to the beach. What would you like to do, Halmon? I'm going to let you figure out what you want to do to this shark. What do you want to do?
I'm chasing that shark down. I'm killing it.
Okay, so as you kind of get in the water, you're chasing the shark. I want you to just give me a strength roll here to see, like, if the shark's right there, Hollywood. Let's see if you Halmon, you're gonna grab it and see if you like can fucking pull that shit back and grab him to get him into to fight him. I just want to see how you do.
I can fight. I cast water breathing. I can fight in the water.
Oh, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So let's just do a one-on-one here, guys. So as the rest of you are all on the beach, kind of regrouping, Pippa, you see as Halmon just dives into the water. And Halmon, you're in the water. You see that shark trying to swim away, but I'm going to let you get to it, Halmon. So what would you like to do as you're in a one-on-one fight with this shark in the water? It looks back to you. It bares its large teeth. The water is red still from the blood from its back. What do you want to do, buddy?
I think swinging my axe would be really hard underwater, but I could slice it still with it, like a slash.
Yeah, so you can.
Yeah, I think I just want to swing until I kill it, basically.
Okay. Well, it has a pretty low armor class because it's just a shark. So give me the swings here. I'm gonna let you just attack it. It's
First
trying not
one
to.
Is a nat 20.
Nat 20. Give me that. Give me the damage. Give me full damage.
Full damage is 34.
Oh, nicely done. You basically just boom. You haven't killed it yet, but boom, fucking Halmon. You just give me. What do you do with that axe? Where do you want to hit him with that huge fucking? Where do you get him?
I want to start carving into his flesh, trying to get to its organs.
Okay, so like let's say that the shark is like over kind of above you, and you swing that axe up, and Rose just slices down the stomach all the way down of this giant fucking shark. The blood just pours out into the water. You're just swimming in a fucking ocean full of red, Halmon. It's just as red as fucking Santa's suit. And you definitely hit him. He's really fucked
I'm assuming a 28 hits.
It does hit. Yes, it does.
That's another 15 damage.
What was that first damage you did before? The 30.
34.
Great, 34. And what was this damage?
15.
Nice. So Halmon, that is the kill shot.
Okay.
So you managed to get the shark.
So yeah, as it's like gushing blood, I just put my axe into the open wound, and I want to grab the body and like shove the axe within it until basically my axe is just embedded in the shark.
The shark, you just see, like, once again, do you know that shark, like that line in Jaws where it's like, shark's eyes, there's black, as you know, as a doll's eyes. That's what you're basically seeing right now.
Yeah.
You're literally in that moment, that Jaws moment, where you and the shark are just making an eye connection, and you just see those black eyes. The life fades from them, Halmon, as your axe just buries deeper and deeper inside of its body, the water more and more red. The shark then begins to go limp, and you just feel in the water.
I grab it by its tail and I swim back to shore.
All right, that's badass as fuck. So it's like this barbarian, you just grab this giant shark, one-arming it, swimming underwater back to the shore. Pippa, I'm going to let you be there on the banks as Halmon starts to come out of the water carrying this large shark. Are you still in gator form? What do you want to do, Pippa?
I'm still in gator form, but the first thing I'm going to yell out to Halmon is food.
Like, so it's like, you just said, like, in gator noise, just the large mouth just opens up as it's like, and food. All right, guys, you managed to defeat this fight. Wendeline, right next to you, the Kappa, the old Kappa, gets up off the ground and goes, I don't know who you are. Thank you for saving my boy. Thank you. You saved him with your healing magic. Thank you so much.
It's what I'm here for.
Thank you. Astrum! So, Wendeline, you see this old Kappa. He then turns around and faces towards Astrum as you're on the rock. Don't worry, Amalia, Clive, Sakura, I'll get you guys in a moment. But Astrum, the Kappa looks to you. Where have you been, Astrum? We've been dealing with all this since you've been away.
Trying to find out some information on how to, let's just say, free the beast that's been talk of the town for all these years. As you can see, made some friends along the way.
Thank God you did, Astrum. Are you here to stick around? Are you here to finally free us and liberate us from the shark folk?
Look, I can't make any promises, but see how strong my friends are. Chances are, this is the time.
Well, I certainly hope so. It's been so long. I can't imagine a time when we had fun. And all we were trying to do, I promise you, Astrum, we weren't trying to cause trouble. We just wanted to do our song. We wanted to get away somewhere quiet so the Kappas can celebrate the song day. The day of our harmony in the world becomes one. It's been so long since we've been able to perform that song that your mother taught us all those years ago.
No, you can't do that. No, it's a good song, and no, you really want to celebrate, but Enon thinks music is witchcraft.
I know. It was our mistake. It was our folly. Look, thank you for saving us all. Thank you all, Amalia. He looks to you. It was quick of you to think about saving the rest of them. I'm assuming that Reef would have definitely hurt a lot more of us if it wasn't for your quick thinking. As Kappas, we get drawn into the drama. Thank you very much for saving us.
No problem at all. I guess we kind of need to know where we are on this island. Can you point us to the nearest town?
Oh, yeah, Goldfish Town is just up the hill from here. I'm assuming you can make it there in just a couple of minutes. We just came this way because we wanted to get somewhere quiet. We definitely needed to do our song, and now we can. However, it may be more of a mournful tune.
I'd probably watch out, and hopefully no more of these guys will show up.
Hopefully so.
Maybe hope yet. There may be hope yet. As I said, my friends are pretty powerful. I've seen them work miracles, so Just hang in there. Just hang in there.
At this moment, the young Kappa that is standing with Clive, he looks to you, Clive and Sakura. He's there with both of you. The young Kappa goes, "Is it true? Is it true that you guys are going to come set us free? I want to sing songs again. At least back when, like, my parents could sing songs."
Clive is going to look to the young Kappa. We'll do the best we can.
Do you want it? Do you want to hear the song?
Clive looks to the party. Oh?
Do you guys want to hear it?
Astrom kind of looks at him, goes down to him. Sure, kid. Love to hear it.
The little Kappas, the kid like looks back to all the other Kappas. He's like, "They want to hear the song. They want to hear the song." And all the Kappas kind of get like a little bit excited as they all kind of watch you guys. Halmon, they see you getting up on the beach carrying the large shark out of the water and the large gator that is in there. The old Kappa man looks to Sirus over there standing by Wendeline near the bloody bank, standing around the unconscious reef. He looks and is like, "I feel change. This is different. I appreciate you all being here. We were saved. We were saved. This is a time to celebrate, Astrom. It is a time for the song." As the Kappas all then line up into a line, they get into like a vocal choir as all of them from behind Belle. Belle's like, "What the heck?" And she like kind of steps back kind of closer to by you, Sakura. Sakura, Belle looks up to you. She's like, "What the hell are they doing?" Sirus, whenever you're ready. Or if you want to say anything.
I didn't want to interrupt, but is who's hurt besides Wendeline?
I think that Wendeline's hurt a little bit, as Astrom is, and Halmon has been hurt too. So all three of them, I think, have been taking damage.
Yeah, I think while all this is happening, I think he's gonna walk over and just like heal every last one of them, just a little bit.
Okay, so give me the healing points. Wendeline, Astrom, and Clive, and Halmon.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to heal Halmon right now. What I'm picturing Halmon's doing is when he brings him back up to shore, the shark, he just starts beating into it as much as he can until it's mush.
He's just gonna let you.
Just
let
Halmon process this anger right now.
You just look over, Sirus. You're gonna go heal him, and you just see him just like beating the shit out of like a shark, just like fucking turning it into mush, just like angry. So Sirus, you're like,
yeah, no, he's not gonna even bother that.
I'm gonna walk
you got
over
21.
to.
Wait, hold on, Amalia, 1 second. I just want to get the healing from Sirus first, then I'll go to you.
Got you. Wendeline got 21 and.
Okay, so Astrom, you got 19 hit points healing. Wendeline, you got 21. So you guys can give yourself that healing point back. Wendeline, you can heal yourself 21 hit points. Astrom, 19. So Sirus, you go around, you heal some of your teammates back up. Amalia, sorry, what were you saying?
I'm just gonna go walk over to where Halmon is and just kind of stand there with my arms crossed, watching him like beat the shark and go, "You want to go for a drink when you're done?"
At this point, I think he's very bloodied. I want to say he probably broke some bones in his hands.
So Cyrus, you might have to. You know what, Hollywood? I'm going to have you take then, since you said that, take 10 hit points of damage for me. I'm just going to give you some 10 hit points that you take as you're just bloodily beating this shark. Astrom, you're also noticing how deeply Halmon has been affected by apparently this child's death. I want just to say, Astrom, that you probably noticed this. Halmon's taking it pretty hard, it seems. And Amalia, even you're noticing this, that Halmon seems to not even be, he's not dealing with you in jest at this moment in time. He kind of just ignored you.
I don't think she's ever seen him this angry. Like there's normally like a bit of joy or like playfulness in his eyes, Like when he enjoys fighting, he enjoys combat, he enjoys justice, but this time, all I want to say through the red of his beard, like of the blood on his beard, some of the black of his original hair is coming back as the joy is like kind of seeping away from him right now.
There's like, yeah, I like that. Like the little bit of that Santa-ness that you see there every day with the white Amalia, the black blood and the black of his original hair is kind of, it just is reminding you more of old Halmon there with the staining dark blood in his beard. Definitely not as jovial as you've seen the Santa Halmon as of late. I like that Halmon. However, Pippa, last thing.
I was going to say, I'm actually going to use basic bloodmancy, and then use it to like clear all the blood off of them.
Oh, so Halmon,
I just kind of like gently raise my hand, and as I like let it fall, like all of it just drips down to the ground.
All right, so Amalia like that while he's basically just smashing away at this shark thing. Halmon, you know, I don't know if you notice Halmon, but she's also, as you're doing this and getting covered in more blood by doing this, she's actually like cleaning you as also while you're doing this. I'm going to say like Amalia, you're like just pulling all the blood off of him as he's doing this. And Halmon, that's up to you to notice if she's.
I think as he sees that, he like falls on his knees and he's just weeping.
Oh man, so Halmon's not doing well, Amalia, but you've gotten the blood off of him, if anything. So.
Hey Pippa, do you happen to have any booze on you in that bag of yours?
You're a crocodile.
Yeah, I was gonna say Pippa's gonna gently place the hand on the beach out of her jaw, and she's gonna turn back into Pippa. And they're not that far away. I'm just gonna walk over to them. Halmon, it's gonna be okay, buddy. I think I might be able to help him. And I look at Amalia. Of course, I got booze in the bag, and I handed the bag of holding. Here, rummage for it. But Pippa's gonna cast reincarnate on the piece.
Wait, hold on. Before you do this, maybe tell Halmon what you're gonna do. Halmon, Pippa. I'm gonna just do this for story's sake. Halmon, Pippa comes up to you, and as the crocodile, she drops the severed hand of the turtle boy next to you. Is that right, Pippa?
Yeah.
Well, is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing?
Well, I had it there, but I could do it in front of him if he doesn't mind seeing it.
Well, I think you should probably tell Halmon what you're doing, because Halmon, Pippa has the severed hand of the boy that she's placed in front of you. She turns back into herself.
Yeah, I picture Pippa walking up to the group and then placing her hand on Halmon's shoulder, and as she tells him, "Hey, buddy, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna try to save him. Let's see if I can fix this."
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to try to reincarnate him now that I've leveled up a little bit. I just need a piece of him, and as long as it's been no longer than 10 days, which it just happened, the creature should be able to come back. It recalls to its former life, to its former self, in its former form. That's what the description says.
Yeah.
So, all Pippa has to do is just touch the creature, and it's just instantaneous. So, I already cast it.
So, Pippa, as you touch it, Halmon, all of you, Astrum, Clive, Wendeline, Sakura, Amalia, the Kappas, the old man Kappa goes like, "Oh my god! I've never seen such magic like this!" And as you touch the hand, Pippa, with your druid magic, you manage to manifest life again out of the severed hand. However, it's not exactly like what Wendeline can do or Sakura can do with any type of revivify. It's a resurrection, as if you will, in a different way. The hand then grows in Hollywood. Halmon, it's a very strange sight. You asked from very weird, all of you, but the hand starts to grow a little body like a baby. And this hand then starts to it's like a little baby is growing out of this hand, and it turns back into a little Kappa baby. Full formed, connected to the hand. The little Kappa baby starts then to wail and cry. Ah! Ah! as it's just crying on the beach, this little weird turtle creature. Halmon, you stare down at this thing. The old man Kappa looks at you like, Kaku! Kaku! Is it him? Is it really him?
It's really him. Kaku, you're okay. You're safe now.
So, Halmon, you do manage to see that Pippa's managed to bring back a version of Kaku, even though it's not quite the same. But Pippa's managed to make a reincarnated version of the dead Kappa. All of you have seen this.
I'm not sure how you would feel. Hold on.
I didn't even know.
He's back, but he lost all of his memories or something like that, I'm assuming. But Halmon still picks up the baby and presents it to the grandfather.
He looks to you guys all. Thank you. I don't understand how this works, but this is Kaku. This is him. It's a spitting image of when he was little. It's him. The little Kappa boy runs up to the other Kappas are all getting ready to sing. They go, Kaku! And they kind of run up to basically the little baby all standing around Sakura. The little kind of kids crowd around you. They're all ready to sing. Sakura, they start singing a little song that you start picking up on. All the little Kappa boys. Are you there, Jade? I'm just making sure you're there. I'm assuming. Yes. Okay. So the little Kappa boys start like tugging on you. They're like, Kaku's back! Kaku! And they start singing a little song. You all hear them go, Bonse apa mi pokelila bali peli makaku babana. Bonse apa mi pokelila bali peli makaku babana. It's by the way, that's an African song. I used to sing that back in the day. So
it was like going to put her hands up and like kind of almost like walking on eggshells, like, shh, aren't we not supposed to be singing right now? Can we get executed for this? Like,
all the little Kappas, they don't care.
I'm nervous right now.
The Kappas don't care. They're celebrating. All of you are watching as these Kappas, Astrum, you know this is bad, but all the Kappas go, they're just like basically, they're doing their best little celebration. Clive, you notice that they're just extremely
Sakura's
happy.
gonna dance with them.
Oh, Sakura, you're like dancing with the little Kappas. As you guys see all this happening, however, Amalia, I want you to give me a insight check, please.
And let's see. That insight you said?
Oh, sorry, not insight. Sorry, not insight. What's the word I'm looking for, guys? Perception. Perception. Thank you.
I just rolled an 18, but I have a pass of 21 perception.
All right, well, both work. Amalia, as they're singing their songs, and Halmon, you're looking at the Kappas just be so happy to see Kaku again. Sirus, Wendeline, what do you guys want to be doing? Sirus, you healed up Wendeline. Before I get to this little Amalia part right before break, Sirus, what are you doing again right now? You just healed your friends. Wendeline,
I think he's just he watched the whole thing with the kid coming back to life. You know, he kind of thinks back to like how Belle came back to life. He's just kind of thinking about things. He's kind of in silence. But Wendeline could probably tell that maybe it's bothering him a little bit. He just doesn't really seem to be like saying too much after most of this happened.
All right. So yeah, so Wendeline, so let's just say that since you're next to Sirus or near him, you do notice that Sirus thinks that this is once again a little odd, all this resurrection stuff. He's done it himself. He's been through it. And Wendeline, I'm just going to say that you do notice that Sirus is a little bit, maybe not so as, maybe not the word Sirus I'm looking for, but maybe you're just not so as cool or impressed with this, that what Pippa's just done. Or once again, maybe just contemplating it again, being like, is this always a good idea that we're doing this? It's the second to third time you guys have brought somebody back to life, basically. And Sakura, it didn't go well for you the first time you tried it a long time ago. But anywho, so Sirus, you're doing that with Wendeline. I'm going to say Wendeline, I'm assuming you're with Sirus there on the beach. And then the last thing here, Amalia. As this is all happening and the music is being sung and Sakura, you're dancing with them. Clive, you're there as well. I'm actually going to say, Clive, you and Belle also pick up on this since you're farther back as well. You all hear a noise, specifically Amalia, as somebody seems to be calling out your name, Amalia. You hear, Miss Blackthorn! Miss Blackthorn! Is that you?
I turn to where the noise is coming from to see if I can see who it is.
Clive, did you also want to look and see where Amalia is looking at? If you see the same thing that she's picking up?
Oh, absolutely.
So I want you two both to give me a history roll here.
Dirty 20.
Both of you did great. Clive, you immediately know the voice. Amalia, you're like, who is that? Oh, I know. You recognize this voice.
They're rolling.
Oh, it's still rolling? I thought it came
Didn't do
through.
well.
Oh, okay, you didn't do great. Clive, you did well. Amalia, all you just hear is somebody calling your name. However, Clive, the voice is very familiar to you. You recognize the voice of Piccadilly Mistletoe from the Underpole. I don't know if you guys remember, but Piccadilly Mistletoe was the head of the hotel and casino that Hades stayed at and owned in the Underpole. Piccadilly Mistletoe was a black drow elf. He had like an afro kind of haircut, and he spoke very kind of interesting to you guys, and he befriended you guys. But as you guys see him running down the beach, Mistletoe comes running straight to you, Amalia. You know he's a drow as well. Miss Amalia! Oh, Miss Amalia! Are you there?
Piccadilly, what are you doing here?
Oh my God. I'm so glad I found you guys. He looks to Halmon. Hey, it's you, man. You're cool. You're that cool, man. I remember you. You're so fucking cool. I like you. Oh man. Miss Amalia, we heard you were coming this way. I've been waiting around this beach all day long. Hades, he needs you right now.
That's not ominous. I guess take me to him.
Let's just say your husband ain't doing so good. He got hit pretty bad.
From what?
He looks out and sees reef on the beach and all the blood around. Piccadilly then looks to you. I think you got hit by the same thing he did. Trust me, he'll explain it all to you. I can't do my best. Yeah, I don't know the stuff that he knows. But your husband, let's just say Hades, he's bedridden. I think you should see him right away.
Take me to him.
Let's go. Should we take your whole team? I think they should all be there. We have a hideout. It's a better place for everybody here to talk.
Captain, up to you.
I say let's go. Let's all go now.
All right. Hi. So you guys all look and see that Piccadilly Mistletoe is standing there on the beach. Halmon, you do know Piccadilly. Wendeline, Sirus, Sakura, Clive, all of you had met Piccadilly Mistletoe, except for Astrum and Belle. But Belle would also know Piccadilly Mistletoe. And anything, Astrum, that you'd like to do before you guys head off to follow Piccadilly?
Astrum kind of wants to request to kind of stay behind, just because he knows that these turtles are celebrating, like they're singing songs and stuff like that. And after what just happened, he doesn't all the way trust that something else won't pop up. He kind of wants to stay behind just to make sure they're all right.
All right. So you tell the team that you're going to stay behind with the Kappas, and you'll meet up with them in a little bit. So Astrum decides he's going to stay behind with the Kappas, while the rest of you seemingly want to move on with Piccadilly Mistletoe to go find Hades. Halmon, do you want to go on to find Hades as well, or do you also want to stay back here with the Kappa? What would you like to do, Halmon?
I think hearing that Hades is bedridden would kind of center him a little bit again. And he'll want to go check out what's happening. So I think he's going to go.
All right. So as all of you head off to go see Hades, you stay back a little bit for now, Astrum, just to make sure that everything is fine with the Kappas.
We'll be back soon, Astrum. Says Pippa.
Astrum?
Just try to be safe until we get back.
Hold on, Clive, we're trying to ask Astrum.
Down.
Astrum, should that shark come to, see what you can get for information from him. It's not ideal for all of us to go into Goldfish Town completely blind.
Will do. Something kind of seems off. I mean, goldfish is usually hectic, but something ain't right about this situation.
Agreed. Especially now we know that Hades has been hit with something. That does not bode well.
No, it does not. So, Astrum, you're left after Clive has talked to you, and the rest of the team, Sirus, Wendeline, Sakura. Sakura, did you want to stay behind with Astrum with the Kappas dancing, or do you want to go with the rest of the team?
I'm gonna go with the rest of the team only because Hades is like my uncle. So.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And also, Sakura, it would probably behoove you to go, because if somebody's been able to hurt a god,
Exactly.
that's not a good sign for you. So, all right, everybody, let's take a quick break, and we will be back to see what's happened with Hades. We'll be back after the break, guys. We have some cool stuff in the break for you guys. We got some great lore. We got some new art for you. There's some fun stuff in the art for you guys in the break today. There's some stuff that I don't use because it's not the anime style I need. So some of the art that comes through is more of a video game or realistic style. So I took some of those art stuff that I don't use in our recap stuff, so you guys can actually see some of the crazy other art that it makes up for us sometimes. So I hope you guys enjoy that in the break. It's just a little fun. So I spend money on all of it. So I'm like, what should I do with this leftover art that I have? I was like, might as well let you guys see what the crazy shit it comes up with. So, all right, guys, we'll be back in just a little bit more game today. All right, guys, it is up.
I got this cool idea for a song, and I'm trying to get it done now before we go down here to Goldfish.
Wait, you can't play music over there?
Yeah, I didn't fill you in on this, but it's illegal to play music in Goldfish. That's why I was hesitant to play music in front of you guys for the first time, because it's kind of illegal where I'm from, and I can't just trust anyone knowing that I can do that.
What kind of crap is that? Why would they not let people listen to music?
Let's just say King Enon's a little bit of a religious freak.
It sounds like it.
I completely forgot all about that. So, rules are...
Jade sounds drunk.
Can we sing to ourselves, or is that still out of the question?
I mean, as long as they don't hear it. Like, if you're humming to yourself, or if I was to do a song that's like real kind of quiet, not like blasting loud, then it shouldn't cause any trouble. But we got to be like really careful who we do it around, because if they get word that we're doing music, they're gonna try to execute us.
Hey everybody, it's the kid from the Dirty 20 Dye Shop. And of course, you know Sierra's having a good month, so let's make it even better by getting some merch from the D20 Dye Shop. Oh yeah, by the way, I heard they're rebuilding that Denny. Let's fight there, yo.
We're the squad they never saw coming. Clock strikes midnight and we get to running. Got powers untamed, wild like the seas. We're the misfits, no grooming, just expertise. Clap cheeks, stop the streaks of destruction. Breaking down evil in heavy percussion. We don't fit the mold, we don't need the fame. Misfits on the prowl, we're changing the game. Stepping in shadows with swagger unbound. In the chaos of battle, we make no sound. We fight with style, no rules to abide. Justice wears a hoodie and sneakers untied. Clap cheeks, stop the streaks of destruction. Breaking down evil in heavy percussion. We don't fit the mold, we don't need the fame. Misfits on the prowl, we're changing the game. We're stitched together yet hold till the end. From roadsides to rooftops, our message we send. Won't run from the wreck, won't bow to the blast. Our fight's fueled by grit, we're here to outlast. Cheeks, again. We're stitched together yet hold till the end. From roadsides to rooftops, our message we send. Won't run from the wreck, won't bow to the blast. Our fight's fueled by grit, we're here to outlast. Hearts and hard heads, we bring it all in. Paper planes taking flight, fighting sin within. The world may break, but we rebuild the cracks. Our fight's fueled by grit, we're here to outlast.
And now a lore update. After the team had left Big Boyd's shopping spree last time, he realized that he forgot to collect payment. Or maybe the DM just forgot. Who knows?
It was definitely the second one. I definitely forgot to have you guys also pay me after you got all your clothes last fucking game. Because I have so much to do with you guys, I forgot to be like, yo, how are you going to pay for all this shit? But you know what? You guys saved Red Hill anyway. So let's call it a freebie for you. Because I'm fucking stupid and I forgot to charge you guys. I bet you guys are like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's good. We're good. But all right, guys. So let's get to the next part of the game. This part is a little bit more talking. So let's start with you, Astrum, before we jump to the rest of the group. The rest of you guys can join on camera if you want again, or you can be off. But Astrum, as you are on the beach now, I'm going to have you there. The Kappas are still celebrating. You know that they're celebrating, and you're being very watchful. So first thing I want you to do is give me a perception roll just as they're celebrating. Just make sure that, you know, are you being watched? Is anybody around, you know, that's suspicious while they're singing? All you hear is okay, perception.
Oh,
yeah, it's just. I mean, what? Shut up, Sakura. I make the decisions. Just kidding.
No, I thought he was muted.
Wait, who's doing perception?
No, it was just Astrum. Just Astrum.
Okay.
And as he makes a perception, Astrum looks around, and it seems to be pretty clear. The night is coming on now, Astrum. The dusk is now, by the end of the fight you guys just went through, it's now become sunset. It's beautiful, Astrum. You know you're home. It's a beautiful beach. The sunset is beautiful, different colors of pink, orange, purple. It's mixing with the blood red water rushing up on the beach, and the sky is now turning black. All the beautiful stars are out. The stuff that had helped inspire Galaxy Girl, it's all out. However, you still feel tension as Reef lays unconscious on the beach. Do you want to approach his body? What do you want to do?
Yeah, Astrum kind of approaches his body, and he kind of kneels down, and he's got like, just in case he kind of decides to pop up or something like that, he's kind of got his sword to his neck. He's kind of just like inspecting him, just trying to see like if he's still breathing, if he's dead, or just what's up.
You can pick up that he's still alive. He's definitely fucked up. He's has no hands anymore. Sirus has chopped off his fucking hands. He's got slices all over him. He's full on Zorro sliced up. Literally, Sirus, as you know, is a lot like Zorro in some ways, and he has sliced him all up. So he's laying there, but he is unconscious still. You can try to wake him up if you'd like. It's up to you, man.
So give me the situation. Like, how many Kappas are still around, and what are they doing?
I'd say there's about a choir of Kappas, so there's still about like 7 to 10 Kappas plus the old one. So let's say like about 11 Kappas altogether, as they're all kind of still celebrating on the beach. They don't seem to care about him. Kappas aren't very smart sometimes. They're just enjoying their celebration. They know you're around, so they think they're safe.
Right. So Astrum kind of looks around and seeing as how this guy is kind of messed up. He decides to give it a shot. So he still got the knife to his neck just to make sure that doesn't do anything funny. And then he just kind of like gives him a good slap, try to wake him up.
All right. I'm going to say that you give him a nice hearty. You don't have to roll anything or do anything. I'm just going to give him an unarmed strike. You're just going to hit him. And I will say, of course, for story, that wakes him up. So he's like, ah, ah, ah. He kind of snaps, but his teeth are also kind of broken. You can see them trying to regrow in again slowly. But he wakes up. Astrum, give me an intimidation roll to see if you're intimidating to him as he wakes up. Oh, not great, Astrum, because he's a shark guy, so he sees you, he knows who you are. He's not necessarily scared of you, Astrum. He just he can't really move. He's fucked up. He can't move, but he looks at you like, ah, Astrum. He just kind of smiles his gross fucking shark teeth at you, but he's not afraid of you.
So Astrum just kind of like tightens his grip on the sword to his neck just to like let him know that he's serious. He's like, don't move. You're weak enough that I can kill you right now.
Fine. What do you want, Astrum?
Know that there's more to this situation than what you're leading on. So I gotta ask, what's the point in all this? Before I left, it was rough, but it wasn't this rough. It wasn't out here killing kids for no reason. So what's Enon got going on?
Enon's working with the drow. There's too many drow coming in and they want more, so the Kappa's gotta go. Every time the drow get bigger and bigger here, the other drow wants to recruit them. So we need more room. They're coming down from Clovertown. And we're gonna kill them all! All the Kappas. They're gone. Goldfish needs to change.
Right. Does need to change. Not the way you think. Why does he want the drow?
The drow are working for Hades. The other drow wants them not to work for Hades. Simple as that.
You don't know anything else?
Nottingham doesn't tell me shit!
Go to sleep. And Astrum just kind of like uses his sleep spell, puts his hand on his face, try to put him back to sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna just allow you to do it. I know you have the spell. I know you can do it. So I'm just gonna allow you to be like, go to sleep. And then he just he passes out, Astrum. You've learned that Nottingham, King Enon are definitely in cahoots with some type of drow elf who is on the opposite side of Hades. So you've managed to gather that up. You look around at the rest of the Kappa. They're celebrating. Do you want to tell them anything before you head on out, or what do you want to do?
So the Elder Kappa's still there, right?
Yes, his name is Pum.
All right, so he goes up to Pum. And he's looking at all the Kappas dancing and stuff like that. And he's got mixed emotions. He's kind of on edge just because he knows something's going on. But at the same time, he kind of feels a bit of relief because he knows that the Kappa that got killed by the shark is now back to life. And he knows that he's got these new friends that kind of by his side can help him in his town. And he looks to the Elder Kappa and he smiles and he's like, told you these friends are special.
Apparently so. They brought back Kaku. He like holds up his little baby and like shows you like the little Kappa baby. The Kappa baby just is like, it's just like, it's like a little turtle baby creature. So it's just like, its like head has like the little bowl in it, Astrum, and you do see that the bowl is perfectly filled with water, and the baby is healthy. However, I'm going to leave you here, Astrum, and we're going to go off to the rest of the team. If you guys open up the map again, I'm going to be opening it for you guys, And as you can see on the new map, we are at a new location. You guys have been brought by Mistletoe to a large ship. All of you, Amalia, Sakura, Clive, Sirus, Halmon, Wendeline, Belle, and Pippa. You see that the ship that you're brought to, Pippa, you know it immediately. The large ship in a harbor not too far away is a large ship known as the Wolf. It says the Wolf on the side of the ship. However, there is something strange about this ship. Clive, Amalia, Halmon, Sakura, Wendeline, Pippa, Sirus, you guys all see right away that the end of this ship, a large living white dog head, very much like my dog Brian, kind of just is growing out of the front of the ship. It is just a large living dog. The head of the ship, literally the bow, is a large living white dog. And the dog just goes like, oh! And as it looks to you, Pippa, the large dog on the front of this boat just seems happy and excited and starts drooling out of its mouth going, oh! And the dog just seems so happy to see you, Pippa.
Oh my god, you guys, it's the Wolf! This is my brother's ship! Oh my god! How close are we to the ship?
Well, Pippa, you and the group, as you're brought there, you are not far. You see that the ship is right there. So you are only about, 15 feet away, 15, 20 feet away.
Okay. Instantly go up to it, put my hands on it. Oh, Wolfie, baby, it's been so long. Where is Cow? Where is my brother?
So, unfortunately, Pippa, you are stopped by a drow guard who stops you as you get to the thing. Oh, hold on. Hold on. What's your name? Who are you?
I'm Pippa Loon, and this is my brother's ship.
Captain Cal?
Yes, that is him.
That's your brother.
The one and only.
All right. What about the rest of these people here? Mistletoe, who are they? Don't worry, man. This here is Amalia Blackthorn. That's Hades' wife, man. He looks to Amalia. Oh, my queen. I didn't recognize you for a second there. It's good to see you, queen. How are you doing?
I need to see Hades right now, so if you don't mind moving aside.
Of course. Everybody, the queen's here! The queen! The drow all move aside. Clive, Halmon, Amalia, Sakura, Wendeline, you all see that this guard moves aside. And Amalia, do you want to get onto the boat?
Yes.
All right, so Amalia, you are allowed to get on the boat, and the guard is actually going to direct you, Amalia, back to this room. And so you're kind of there, Amalia, waiting as he kind of brings you back there. Pippa, the rest of the team, do you guys want to get on the boat to the Wolf? What would you guys like to do?
Yes.
Amalia, do you want me to come with you?
Let's go, buddy.
All right, so Halmon, you follow Amalia. Pippa, you get on the ship. Belle's like, whoa! And she runs on the ship and just goes straight to the Wolf and starts petting the white dog like crazy. She's like, and Belle's just like petting the dog. On the other end, Halmon, you see that that's what she's doing. Sirus, you also see that that's where Belle goes. Sirus, what would you like to do? Would you like to get on the boat yourself, or what would you like to do, Sirus? If you're there. If you're not there, Octavius, okay, I'm sure he's doing something else. Sakura, let's move on to you. I'll get to Cyrus in a second. Sakura, did you get on the boat? What would you like to do? You see that this large boat...
I'm going with Amalia to go see my uncle.
All right, so you go straight with Amalia too. However, Sakura, I will say that you get stopped, however, on this boat on the way. Pippa, you're next to Sakura, let's say. Clive, would you also like to get on the boat as well? Of course. So, Clive, you head on the boat as well. You follow them up. But, Sakura, you get stopped. Hey there, sis. Who's this girl with you right here?
He's one of the best. He's one of my best friends.
What are you doing here, sister?
What are you doing here? Well, I know what you're doing here. But, hello, it's good to see you. What, you can't have your younger sister here to... Give me a hug. What are you doing?
Wendeline, you also get on the boat as well. I'm assuming you and Clive are on there as well. Sakura, Clive, and Wendeline, you also see this young man who has stopped you guys in your tracks. Sirus, if you're there as well, you also see this young man. He is a very chiseled, very handsome tiefling. He's got orange skin, bright, spiky orange hair, 2 large horns that come out of the front of his forehead, as you know. He looks a lot like Brad Pitt via like Fight Club era. He's extremely cut. He's got some tattoos on his arms. And he looks over to you, Wendeline. You! I know you. I know your brother. He's one of my crewmates.
Kai's on this boat?
Yeah, Kai. Well, he's not here right now. The stupid bastard went off and did something reckless. I was wondering, actually, if you'd seen him.
No, I haven't. I'm actually trying to find out what the reckless thing is that he did. So I've been looking for him.
Your brother's my best mate, sweetheart. So you must be Wendeline, I take it, yeah?
Yes, that's correct. I'm Wendeline.
I've heard a lot of stories about you. Apparently you're not so stupid. Apparently you're pretty smart. That's what I've been told.
Yeah, for some reason people don't believe that every time I tell them that, and then I prove them wrong.
Well, I believe you, sweetheart. Your brother says that you figured out a lot of things about gods when you were a kid. He says he would never made it anywhere without you. And I'm happy about that because I wouldn't have him on my crew if it wasn't for you making him want to run away from home. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome, I guess.
Hey, he's my best mate, which means I like you too. Now that makes me think about you. He looks to you, Clive. What are you doing with my sister?
She invited me along with her crew. She's an
Oh,
excellent captain.
is she now? My sister's got her own crew. Is that how it is?
Yes.
You're an intimidating fellow. I like you.
That's good to
Are we just
know.
gonna
Not
Are we gonna
many
stare at
do.
each other? Are we gonna stare at each other here, mate? Or do you want to have a drink? Come on. What do you drink, mate?
Got any whiskey?
Do I got whiskey? He looks over to you, Sakura. And what about you, pretty thing? We'd love some whiskey.
No, I think I'm gonna go see my uncle now.
Your uncle? Who would your uncle be?
I think you probably know him. And then she's gonna start walking away.
Oh, so you just head back. She looks at Pippa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. She's related to Hades.
Yep. It's actually a lot more complicated than that, but yeah.
Fucking hell. That's pretty crazy. I like that. So Sakura kind of Cal watches you as you walk away and you go join Halmon and Amalia. Sirus is on the boat with you. Wendeline, I'm going to say that he kind of comes up behind you. Sirus, are you there? Let me know, Octavius, if you're not there. I know you stepped away. Let me know. Okay, I think he still stepped away. So the rest of you, you are all just on the ship relaxing. Wendeline, Pippa, Clive, you're getting a drink with Cal at this moment in time. Sakura, you went off with Halmon and Amalia. You guys are brought to a back room, as you can see by the back deck of the ship there. And 2 drow nurses are there. Amalia, they look to you. Oh, hello, my queen. Hi. I'm sorry, but he's resting right now. I could let you in if you really want to.
I just kind of walk past her and go into the room.
The other drow looks to the other drow nurse like, she's kind of a bitch. like she's a little bit of a bitch.
Watch your tone, and I walk past them too.
they look at you like, oh, because they're just like look at you all, be like, oh. Sakura, do you want to join them in the room as well?
Yeah.
I assume so.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So Halmon, Amalia, Sakura, you're brought into the room. The drow elves close the door behind you as you enter. Hades is in the bed there. Amalia, you see that he's very gaunt, very weak looking. He's got burn marks seemingly all over his body. That, as from what you can see, there's like a burn mark going up his neck, He's kind of got scratches all over his face. His kind of scruffy beard has grown in more so since the last time you've seen him. Hades does not look good.
I look over to Sakura and go, "You think you could do anything?"
I have no idea. We can try.
All right, Sakura. So you see him on the bed. He's definitely wounded and in a bad state. Do you want to try to give him any type of healing?
Can I actually use like, I don't know if I have like a perception or something, so you get a closer
You can
look.
You can use medicine.
Yeah, let me see what I have. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna roll that. I didn't get too high.
So you didn't get too high, unfortunately. So Sakura, as you're like looking up and down Hades, all you can come to the conclusion as that he's definitely been hit by whatever these laser cannons were. You can see that it's a very similar thing to what Wendeline was hit with. The burn marks on his body looked like what happened to Wendeline when she was hit in her shoulder. So it clearly came from the laser guns. You can definitely pick that up.
I cast detect poison and disease.
Okay, you want to try to detect if he's got any disease or been poisoned. Unfortunately, he's not been poisoned and he's not been given any type of disease, Halmon. It just seems that whatever has hit him has drained him of energy and of just stamina. He's just been fucked up by whatever these things were.
What kind of weapons are they?
Well,
is he awake or is he?
Right now he's unconscious still, guys. So if you guys want to try to wake him up, you can.
Like, do you know what his health looks like?
Well, I know what his health looks like, but you don't know what his health looks like. But he is unconscious, so it's really up to you.
Like how many hit points does he have? Like he needs a lot of hit points, right?
Yeah, he does need a lot of hit points. Right now he's like unconscious.
Okay,
so Hades,
I'm gonna use my more powerful thing that I have. I'm gonna use the prayer of healing on him.
Give me some hit points.
It takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Okay, so Sakura is doing this spell, guy. So Amalia, unfortunately, and Halmon, you have to wait for about 10 minutes as she casts and concentrates on doing this spell that is going over his body. She's using her demi-goddess magic to literally cleanse his body fully. And as you watch Amalia, he slowly is regaining his health. He's slowly coming back to some type of state where he can talk to you, some type of consciousness. So Sakura, give me that healing point there. 35 hit points. Yeah. That's definitely enough to get him conscious and get him talking. So after about 10 minutes goes by, let's say that Clive, Wendeline, Pippa, you guys are all having a drink out there with Cal at this moment in time. However, Hades sits up in his bed. Darling, good to see you. He looks over to Sakura. Thank you. I appreciate that.
What the heck happened to you?
Yeah, I know you guys probably aren't used to seeing me like this. I know it's a shock and probably not normal. He looks to you, Amalia. They're using the master. They're draining it of its magic, and they're putting it into these weapons. And unfortunately, the magic that the masters produce is quite strong. In fact, it's so strong that it can hurt us gods. As you know, Amalia, in this realm... What was that?
I'm gonna, as he's saying this, I'm gonna go over and then like sit on the bed next to him.
He like kind of gets up and he puts his hand like on your hand. He does it very weakly. It's very hard to him to move. All of his muscles are very tired. And he puts his hand on your hand. Look, these weapons can hurt me, which means that I can die in this realm if they use them against me. I won't be able to help you here. I can't interact with this realm at all.
How do they figure out how to do this?
Look, a long time ago, I told one of my subordinates, a drow by the name of Norman, I used to
As
tell
he
him about.
mentions that, Amalia
Oh
remembers
God.
back to what happened um,
You remember
with Hyde and everything.
with Hyde and Belle. Yes, your mind quickly goes to Belle on the front of the ship as she's petting the dog outside. Then we go back to Amalia. Look, years ago I told Norman all about the masters and their power. However, he also is a very skilled magician himself. A dark sorcerer drow. He used to follow the Spider Queen Lolth and stopped serving me. He wanted to siphon power from her. And I guess now he's working with the West Kingdom government to siphon power with Hallsworth. I don't know how he did it, but he figured out a way to do it, and he's using that magic to fight me and take down the rest of the drow or recruit them. We can't have that, Amalia. We've worked too hard to have the drow get to a better place in life. I'm sorry that they're taking over this place in Clovertown, but it's all we can do to get them to be free.
Seems like this Norman guy's been up to a lot lately. Do you happen to know where he is?
I don't. When we got here with our drow, we were ambushed. Luckily, Cal was with me, and he's been hiding me on his ship.
Well, thankfully he was here.
And Mr. Adminor, he looks to you, Halmon. It seems that we have a problem.
That wasn't a problem. We have
What's
another
the problem?
There's a second. What is it?
Regarding your home, I've just received word. The land of Drew is no more.
What do you mean, no more?
It seems that as of yesterday, the West Kingdom government sent in a troop led by Roland and one of his goons by the name of Picasso.
Oh God.
They've taken the land of Drew. No drow are welcome unless they sign up to his military. And I have no word on your father.
I think the little bit of black that was showing on Halmon's hair is starting to spread, like little by little. Like you don't notice it all at once.
Like in Sweeney Todd, the one white hair, but now it's just one black, like one black hair growing in on you again. Jesus.
I look at Amalia and Sakura, and I say, I know you have to deal with this Norman, but that's my home. I can't just sit on my hands and wait.
You're right.
Hades looks to you, Halmon. Don't be rash.
What about
He's got
Belle's
an
home?
entire. So I
What
say
did
that
you
one more
say?
time.
Yeah.
I said, what
Yeah, say that one
about
more time.
Belle's home? Halmon. All the drow
She
are
has
gonna be
you.
gone. All the drow are gonna be gone.
They have you. They have the rest of the team.
Mr. Adminor, you can't just go off to the land of Drew. It's invaded. It is no more.
We need to
I
do it all
liberated it
together.
before. I'll do it again.
We need to do it all
You
together.
can't be a one-man army, Mr. Adminor. And besides, the people from there have fled down to here anyway, so if you want to find your father or anybody from the land of Drew, they'll be coming down. You'd be heading just straight towards a military zone by yourself. Plus, Norman's here. If I were you, I would destroy him.
He needs to be taken out, Halmon, before he causes any more damage.
Amalia, there's a lot of damage happening everywhere. There's so many fires. There's so many so much pain happening. I can't. How do I just focus on one? There's so much to do.
Just one thing at a time. Solve this problem, and we'll go on to the next one like we always do.
If it makes you feel better any better, Halmon, most of the people from Drew, well, I had them pass through my realm, and they already have a brand new realm and a brand new life. Death leads to great things. An afterlife is great for many. The people of Drew, they moved on peacefully, if that makes you feel better. However, I can tell you this, that your father is not one of those that moved on through, which means one of two things: that he's still alive, and that he's most likely here.
Where are the sellers?
This, what do you mean?
The people
Here?
from Drew, where are they?
Oh, the people from Drew, most of them are dead. The rest of the survivors are headed down probably to Red Hill now. It's the closest large city that I'm aware of. I've invited many to come down and take refugees with me in the Drow.
So the father will probably be in Red Hill if he's alive.
Well, if your father's alive, he'll be here with Norman, I'm assuming. I don't think they would let just some leader of a nation that they tried to take over be free. If I know Norman like he used to be, he probably has your father in chains, wearing a collar. He does those sort of things.
And you have no idea where he is?
When we were ambushed, it was on the other side of Goldfish. You cross through town and get to the other harbor. Perhaps we can find him or locate where he is. However, the town is flooded with drow, some working for me, some working for him. Shark folk, of course, and then pedestrians. It's vacation season, and many people come here, which is why the drow were coming here for me to begin with. I didn't know they'd get mixed up in all this. Me and Amalia made a very big mistake.
Not like we had many choices.
Well, if I knew that the suppression would lead to the killing and the slaughter of the land of Drew, perhaps I wouldn't have started sending them there too. But unfortunately, not everybody is kind to refugees.
I'm gonna go to the other side of the town. I'll go the long way if I have to. I'll go over. I'm gonna find this Norman, figure out where he's hiding. I'll come get my team. If I see the weapon that hurt you, I'll bring it to you so you can study it.
Please be careful. I know you have a drow on your team now, the young girl. Norman has a very powerful magic. Don't let her get too close to him. He's done things to some drow in the underpole that I wasn't aware of. A curse, if you will. Just be very careful around him. Do you understand?
I need you to be more specific, Hades. What curse?
Well, apparently if any drow that he's implanted a certain curse in gets near him, they will be subject to pain. Literal torture. A spell from the inside of them, like a knife twisting them from the inside. Norman, despite being a hard worker, he would get off to pain, if you will. The pleasure of the spider followers would get off a lot of times to people's demise. And for a while, Norman tried to have me push this agenda onto the drow. I'm not about that. I've seen a lot of death and pain being the god of the underworld. I don't need to see it in my own followers. However, Norman, let's just say he's implanted some dark curses in some drow. Just something to be wary of.
I'll keep her away from him.
You should. Amalia, Sakura, Halmon, as you guys stand in the room with Hades, he's telling you about Norman and the predicament here. He looks to you, Sakura. Also, niece, If he can do this damage to me and we're as affected by this magical weapon as it seems that we are, you're also in great danger, Sakura. Every one of these shark men has these weapons, which means that unfortunately for you, Sakura, if you're hit with it, you will have a disadvantage.
Dang.
It seems that your blood... Yeah, it seems that our bloodline isn't favored.
Well, it's not the first time for me, at least.
Unfortunately, you guys sit around the bed. Amalia, I'm going to let you have the closing lines for the night. What would you like to say before we head out?
Don't worry, we'll take care of this Norman guy, but just try to get some rest for now, okay?
Thank God I married you. He kind of just leans in and he kisses your hand a little bit, Amalia, and then he kind of holds it gently. And he looks around the room. He looks to Halmon. Just kill the bastard for me. Please.
He gives him a wordless nod, steps out of the room as the wings are starting to grow on his back.
Awesome.
And he takes off.
So this is where we're going to end tonight's game, guys, and we will be back next week before our 2-week break. So we will be back next week to see what happens after you guys have all stepped on to the wolf. Thank you, Astrum. Thank you, Wendeline. Thank you, Sirus. Thank you, of course, everybody for being here. Next week, we'll get a little bit more Wendeline, Pippa, Clive, and Astrum. Sirus, you'll be back in it as well. I don't know if you're still here, Octavius, but if not, then we shall see you next week. All right, guys. Until then, let's play some D&D! All right, guys. Get on out of here. Go. Get.